Doesn't your Bible say that my people will be destroyed for their lack of knowledge? Doesn't your Bible say, in all thine getting, get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? Doesn't your Bible say to study, to show yourself approved? I'm quite sure your Bible says it, but why do y'all not do it? I mean, this guy in one of my videos said that at a certain point, I said that there's zero influence, and there's zero evidence of Egyptian influence in the Israelite community that developed after the Bronze Age collapse. He said they built a golden calf. There's your evidence. Well, I need you to go do some studying. Because if you go and study the Canaanite religion, to which I expressed in the video how the Israelites came from the Canaanite people. If you go and study the Canaanite religion, guess what you're going to find? You're going to find out that the Canaanite god El is symbolized with a bull. You're also going to find out that in the Canaanite pantheon, Yahweh and Baal are brothers. And guess how Baal is symbolized? With a bull. Now, guess what? If you also study your Bible, and you're going to start to realize as you go through it, is that in your Old Testament, it says that no longer shall we worship Baal, but we will worship Yahweh. What is Baal? How is Baal symbolized again? Say it with me, class. As a bull. So the fact that in your Exodus story, it talks about that they built a golden calf. And because people just willingly accept that they came out of Egypt, they automatically assume that the golden calf to which they were honoring and worshiping was the Egyptian goddess Hathor, who is represented also by a bull. But the truth of the matter is this: which is more likely, that since there's no evidence of them coming out of Egypt, since there's evidence of them being Canaanite people that separated from the other Canaanite people after the Bronze Age collapse, that since the Canaanites had bull worship through El and Baal, that they just picked up the golden calf story based on the worship of El or Baal, not Hathor. Because the Egyptian influence that was in the Levant while they were in control of the Levant was very minimal, meaning that the Egyptians didn't have a massive army. They weren't building massive cities. They were simply a vassal state, meaning they had just enough troops, more like a police force, and they had provisional governors who ruled over that area. In the same way that the Romans treated Judea as a vassal state and did not have a huge number of Romans in Jerusalem or throughout Judea, but utilized the fact that Herod was the puppet king and just used his forces, his people, to maintain Roman rule. That's how you colonize. That's how you dominate. Egypt did the same thing. That's why there is no Egyptian influence in the Canaanite, which becomes the Israelite religion or lifestyle. No pottery, no building construction, no clothing, nothing. Just a bullshit story that is written in order to give the Israelites some level of antiquity. And that's it. And you jump to the golden calf as your evidence. Study to show yourself approved. In all thine getting, get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know those parts, don't you? Because my people will be destroyed for their lack of knowledge. And you're being destroyed by this religious belief because it's keeping you in mental captivity, which then keeps you in physical captivity. So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.